Hey, we're back. We're back up. We're back up. We're back up. We're back up and going. Right. So, welcome back, everybody. Just a little hiccup here at the circuit. We've had a power outage. So, don't worry. We're back up and going again. Not sure what's happened to the webcam. But yeah, we just had a short power outage, so we're back up and going anyway. So, after that little power issue we've just had here at the circuit, we're back up and going again. So, we're back live over on the YouTube, so don't be afraid, go and check it out. We are back up and running again, and the live stream is back up and running again. So, hiccups aside, let's keep it going. Right now, we have the Junior Rotax for their Heat 3. So, let's keep it going again. It has been false started. So, let's see what occurs through the next formation lap. Hopefully, we'll be able to get going again. As I just sort out the webcam. So, welcome back everyone. We've just had some power issues. Typical power. So, it's all good. So, here we go as they come over the start-finish to start their third heat. And that is the third and final heat of the Junior Rotaxes. Let's see what we get with this one. Don't forget, we are back up live again over on YouTube. So let's see if we can try and hit 300 subscribers as well over there. We're on 297. So let's see how it goes. So let's see who is where for the Junior Rotaxes on this heat so far. Let's see who is where. For this one is the number 71, Leo Purchase, followed by Alfie Davies, then Finn Smith, Cameron Crockett, Toby Wells, then Amelia Nelson, doing your top 6 there for yourselves. as I try and resituate myself with everything on here. Literally everything closed down. I was like, uh-oh. I was happily talking to a lot of you guys, so hopefully all those I was talking to earlier are still here, so make sure to say hi if you are still here, please. I missed you guys. So who is the fastest person out there at the moment? It is the man in front. It is Leo Purchase doing a 43.2. He is down the back straight already. He's flying off. So let's see if that Alfie Davies in second position will be able to catch up with him any time soon. We're welcoming back everybody who's watching at home. Luke Ford Racing being one of them. He says hello. He's made his way back to the live stream as quick as he could, which is great to see. So if you do want to see the live time, and it is over on our YouTube. So it's Kart 71 followed by Finn Smith. He's now up in second, followed by Cameron Crockett. He's been a very strong junior Rotax man out there today. He is finished quite often in the top 5 for the last couple of heats. So definitely one to go and check out for sure out there. Meanwhile, Finn Smith with a 42, I think that's a 42.02. My eyes are playing minds with me. It's a 42.92 out there. There we go. But it's great to see everybody back out and racing again after that short delay with the lovely thing called power. We all love a bit of power. So we keep on going down. Finn Smith, didn't even say his name properly then. Finn Smith in second, catching up with Leo Purchase. Cameron Crockett in third position. He's definitely catching quickly as well. Let's give you some live track views over on the YouTube live stream for everybody to see. But it is Finn Smith catching that number 71 very quickly indeed. So Leo Purchase followed by Finn Smith, Cameron Crockett, Daniel Sawyer's making up some positions as well. Braden Hill also making up a few positions. He's kart number 35 in 7th position at the moment. That gives you a good look of where he is at the moment. Just entering the hairpin right now. But it's just eyes on Finn Smith at the moment, who's very much so catching up very quickly to that first position. When I actually look over, he's overtaken at the top. So it is now Finn Smith up ahead. Finn Smith ahead of Leo Purchase at this time, which is very competitive for himself. Finn Smith's been very competitive today. He's just his fast lap time of 42.55, so he's showing a lot of pace out there at the moment. But we continue and go on with all this. Cameron Crockett in third position there, going through the horseshoe. Kart 12 up there as well. Daniel Sawyer making up some positions as well, which is great to see too. Over the line he goes. Finn Smith in top at the moment. So 2 minutes 53 at this time. So far, even with this weather still here, unfortunately the rain is coming down on us, but it's not stopping any of these drivers out here. Again, as I've been saying before, we were live earlier and we are still live now. It's been restarted and back up and going again, so definitely check it out on the YouTube Clay Pigeon Kart Club. The live stream link is over on our Facebook page along with the power outages, and also a big thank you to everybody at the circuit to get the power back up and going as quickly as possible to keep this race meeting going. So let's have an update of who is where. Finn Smith has a bit of a lead now to Leo Purchase. Cameron Crockett is also catching up with Leo. So this could change at any point over the next couple of laps. Less than a minute and 40 on the clock. So what are we going to get? Down the line comes Finn Smith, still up in first position. Donovan Dyer in the pits. Unfortunately, he did get a mechanical flag, unfortunately. But we still go strong through for this race. So 11th, you have made yourselves back. It's great to see you all. Hope you're all doing all right. We did have power issues shortly, hence why I just cut myself off very quickly. Not sure what the issue was on that one, but the staff at the circuit have managed to get the power up and going very quickly and efficiently as possible, with a couple of hiccups along the way, but hopefully we'll be all good. The previous 4 hours should be available to watch as a live stream VOD. So just head over to the Kart Club YouTube channel. Give it a subscribe if you're there, if you haven't already. And I'm sure you'll be able to go and watch the first 4 and a bit hours of today's racing. So let's put you back to track cam and we shall continue commentating for the circuit. So here we go. Down the main straight comes Finn Smith. The time didn't clock down enough to trigger the last lap. So 2 seconds at 1 and the clock has finished ticking. So this is definitely the penultimate lap. What are we going to get whilst we are here? 42.46 was the lap time by Finn Smith. Leo Purchase still in second with Cameron Crockett behind him. So these couple of last laps are going to be crucial for Cameron Crockett if he wants to get second position. But also Leo, unfortunately, not being able to make enough pace in the short time to catch up for first. Finn has pretty much locked out that first position. His gap over nearly 3.5 seconds with a 42.34 is the fastest lap time for him. So he's got a lot of pace now, which is great to see as well, of course. But over the line he comes. Finn Smith to take the checkered flag of the Junior Rotax Heat 3. And that will end off the heats for the Junior Rotax. That is the 17th race out of 28 today. So that will do for that one. So we'll have the Senior Rotaxes out next. Let's see what they can produce in this not so wet conditions of clay. It's still raining a little bit, but let's keep on going. Don't forget, like earlier, we're cold just like Australia. 14 people are back. Hello everybody, I hope you're all good. We're back from our little power hiccup. Make sure to come and say hi to us if you haven't already, just so I know you're there. Meanwhile, I shall take my seat. So, Senior Rotaxes are out next. So, just before the Senior Rotaxes come out for their final heat of the day, just like to remind you that we are still live on YouTube. Play Pigeon Kart Club. I've been plugging it all day. Make sure to head over there and come and say hi, and also support your favourite driver out there. So what are we going to get from the senior Rotaxes for this heat? It's the final heat of the senior Rotaxes. So what are we going to see? Obviously, only 9 drivers for the senior Rotaxes. So a small grid, but nevertheless, it's been quite an exciting grid. As all we have here is bass with whatever song is playing. It's kind of relaxing, isn't it? But down comes the senior Rotax for the final heat of the day. What are we going to see from all of these? Nearly had a voice crack then as well. Just change that over. It was just bass. So out in front is that number 42. Tom Rotherham has been very competitive today and has been pretty much at the top of the grid quite a lot today. As they go up to the top corner now, 2 battling it out. 1, unfortunately, looks like he's got a problem, so he's heading into the pits. Nice and wide. High, even. But a yellow flag down at Billy's, stopping a lot of the issues happening. It looks like there's a bit of debris on the track. So it could have been someone's chain guard by the looks of it, it was. So that knocks out 1 driver. So it's only 8 out on track, but still, it's going to be exciting. It's car 42, followed by 96, followed by 90. That car being number 90, being Ben Page. He was very competitive last heat. I remember that one because he started from 9th position and made it all the way up into 3rd. So at the moment, he is 2nd in this heat. Let's see what can occur for the rest of this one. So here he comes down the main straight now. It is the kart number 46. It took me a while to say that one. 96, followed by 90, then 42. So a little bit of a mix-up there. Harrison Collins in front, followed by Ben Page, then Tom Rotherham. Steve Bell in kart number 26. He was very fast as well. Looks like he's made a move up as well. A couple of drivers making quite a few moves out there. As we just listen to those carts go over the line. I could turn this into an ASMR very quickly. Hopefully you're all doing well over at your own homes or wherever you're watching. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell as well for when we go live each month for the Kart Club Championships. We'll also be uploading a couple of videos here and there throughout the couple of months. We have had 2 new ones released fairly recently, including the Rotax Festival prizes, which we'll have that video playing later on today as well. As I'm sure there will definitely be a break after the heats, so it'll be very music orientated later on. For probably about 20 minutes, half an hour most likely. Depending on delays. So there hasn't been many delays here today. So very well run by the Kart Club again as usual. So let's give everybody a little update. So over 4.5 minutes. Well, just under 4.5 minutes as the timing recalculates itself. Few little updates to let you know about. Tom Rotherham has gone into the pits, probably with an issue, unfortunately. So hopefully all is good for him later in the finals. But it's Harrison Collins, followed by Ben Page, then Jordan Morris. Then Steve Bell in kart 26, currently in 4th position. Kart 74, 37, then kart 18, Dan Burr ending off all the karts that are currently racing out there today. And so far, we have lost 2 of the drivers. Joseph in Kart 34 and Tom Rotherham recently in Kart 42. So hopefully they'll be able to come back later on and fix whatever problems they have had with their karts later on. But at the moment, the grid is very evenly spread out. I've got the track cam live over on YouTube. If you are somewhere else on the circuit and cannot see the circuit, we're live over on YouTube at Clay Pigeon Kart Club. We're going to keep popping it out all day. But as we keep going, there is not a lot of changes. Ben Page still in second position at the moment. Harrison Collins in first and Jordan Morris in third position. So Steve Bell in fourth. He's quite a well a ways from third, and he's got quite a clear view to fifth. So any mistakes he might be able to get away with if he is lucky. But as we keep going on through, there looks like Jordan Morris is catching up with Ben Page just a little bit, but they're both catching up with Harrison Collins. Jordan Morris is being very strong out there at the moment with a 42.25. So will that change within the next couple of minutes as the clock keeps ticking down? The good thing about right now is that there is no... Looks like it's actually stopped raining as much, which is brilliant. Touch wood, I haven't just jinxed that again. With the old commentator's good luck. Or let's just say the commentator's jinx. But we keep going as they come down. It's 96 followed by 90 with 17 right behind Ben Page there. So will that change anytime soon? We shall find out. As we watch them go down the back straight now, it's 90 followed by 17 still. Again, Ben Page defending his second position for now. Again, we lost 2 drivers in this race so far, with 7 still out on track. So let's see how we keep going. Ben Page looking behind him to see where Jordan Morris is. Jordan Morris is right behind him, so he better watch out. As they go down the back straight, 40 seconds left on the clock, so not long to go for this one. Will Ben Page keep his second position as they go into the hairpin? Jordan Morris taking a little bit of a wider route to get a bit of extra grip. He's managed to keep in the same position and where he was previously. With 17 seconds still on the clock, there is an extra lap given for this one. So this will be the penultimate lap before we get the last lap board released to our beautiful eyeballs. Harrison Collins with the fastest lap time of a 42.19. So still the fastest man out there, but really it's all eyes on Ben Page and Jordan Morris defending his position as, again, Jordan Morris takes the wider entry into the hairpin, whereas Ben Page took the wider exit. And fortunately for both of them, they're still in the same positions as they go to the top bend now to bring in to the last lap. Ben Page still ahead. It's bumper to bumper down the back, down the main straight. Will there be any changes in this closing lap? We shall find out. Through the S as they both go now. And down the back straight. What will occur at the hairpin? Both drivers have different tactics for this one, both following the similar line. Ben Page still ahead. So back to track cam for everybody looking at home or here at the circuit as they come on down to the main straight. It is the number 96, Harrison Collins, who takes first, followed by Ben Page, who manages to defend his position and stay for second. So, ladies and gentlemen, just taking a short break for myself as I got very hungry. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the 177 and 177 Masters for race 20 out of 28 for today. So, after this one, it'll be 8 races to go. So, the 177 and 177 Masters out doing their formation lap to begin. Meanwhile, I shall tuck into some more Haribo Tang Fastics. And let's see what can occur from this one. Who else likes Haribo Town Fastics? I love them. I could eat a whole packet and I could eat 3,000 packets. Rest in peace, Tito. So here we go. It is the 177 and 177 Masters heats. They are back out again for their final heat of the day. Don't forget we are live over on the YouTube channel Clay Pigeon Kart Club. We've been live all day. Wow, when I say all day, minus the power cut minutes, but nevertheless, we're still live. So if you do want to support us in another way, make sure to hit that subscribe button over on the YouTube channel. That'd be awesome. We are literally 3 subs from 300, I believe. So that'd be great to see. That'd be an absolute awesome achievement to see for today. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell. But nevertheless, back down to the main straight now. It's number 11 taking first place at the moment. That's Philip Howard, followed by Alfie Davies. Then Derek Hunt, Ian Brownfield, and Joe. Number 33, Joe. He's out there. And he's actually currently chilling in a very comfortable 5th position at the moment. Let's see if he will finish this heat. He never finished the other 2. So, all eyes on Joe. Never mind, he's just spun it, but he's not out yet. So, we shall carry on and see where else we can get to. Poor Joe. Poor Joe. He always gets somewhere and then spins or DNFs at some point. So we'll see where he gets to as we continue going. Philip Howard followed by Alfie Williams. Used to a different Alfie there. Ian Brownfield, then Derek Hunt. And there is Joe in 11th position. Kart number 33. The one with the yellow wheels. He likes to be colourful. It's either orange or yellow, I've noticed so far today. Welcome back, Jack, by the way. Hope you're alright, bud. So, Kart 11 with quite an incredible lead at the moment on the number, I think that'll look like number 46, Ian Branfield. That gap got to be at least 3 seconds at the moment. It will tell me exactly in a couple of seconds time. So Philip Howarth with a fast lap time of 41.97 and that gap being 3.26 seconds to Ian Branfield and Alfie Williams. So Alfie Williams in 3rd position at the moment. Car number 22 in 4th, followed by 26. Our very own Joan Walmsley in car number 33, catching up with a couple of drivers out there. Will he be able to get up and make an overtake? And it looks like he is. He's going down the inside. He's battling it out, but unfortunately he's not been able to make the overtake. Let's see if he'll be able to try again, as he's still down the left side of that driver and makes it out ahead. So he's now in the top 10 now, which is brilliant stuff. And what we got some entertaining stuff there from our very own Joe. But never mind, back to car number 11 with his lead that's nearing the 4-second mark. Philip Howarth is well ahead of Ian Branfield, then followed by Alfie Williams. There's your top 3. It hasn't changed just yet because they are very much spread apart from each other. So I'm not sure there'll be any changes, but there might be for 3rd position. As you have Reese in kart number 22 and Ben Johnson in kart number 61. They're very close together and catching on that 3rd position. Meanwhile, Philip Howarth overtakes the fastest lap time, 41.95, as the rain comes back again. The rain is back again as the club beats happen over on the YouTube channel. We do have music playing during this live stream, so make sure to go and check it out if you do want some music whilst we're listening to the commentating. All licensed, by the way, as we continue going. So Philip Howarth is miles ahead. Second position is miles ahead of third position, so there's a lot of miles being put in here. Obviously over exaggerating. Let's have a look where Joe is. He's 10th on the leaderboard, but by the looks of things, he might be a bit further up, and it does look like that might be the case as he goes down the main straight now and over the start finish, and it looks like he'll be up into 8th position there. There he goes, followed by Simon Gover and Alex Heron. Could easily dance to this song. Anyway, back to commentating. So it looks like that third position of Alfie Williams is going to be tackled soon. Wonder how many laps it is. We're not powered by AWS, so I can't give you a striking distance like Formula 1 can. But all I can say is he's getting closer and closer each lap. I keep making that joke. Let's have a look. Joe is up into 7th. Joe's in 7th. Joe Walmsley in 7th position at the moment. Derek Hunt overtaken Derek Hunt. So I'm not sure what's happened to Derek Hunt in these recent T1 heats. He's been quite low down. Obviously, this weather changing these races as they go along, but all the drivers managing to stay out on track for now. But Philip Howarth miles out in front at the moment. Let's see if his gap goes over the 6-second mark. And it almost does, actually. A 5.99 second gap between him and Ian Branfield. And himself to third position. It's between first and third is over 10 seconds. So it looks like Philip Howarth has definitely locked out this first position for himself. There's less than 2 minutes on the clock. What will we see from that third position battle? We got the number 96, 22 and 61 battle for third. What will we expect? Another spin there over at the hairpin by one of the drivers there. Let's see which one it was. That was the number 45, Alex Heron. Meanwhile, Joe is in a comfortable 7th position at the moment. His fastest lap times are 43.2. Not as quick as Philip Howarth out in front. His fastest lap time being a 41.95. So very quick by that top driver. The only one to get into the 41s at this current time. So what will we see later on down the road? The clock is ticking down slowly. Philip Howarth now over... I'm going to say it when it updates shortly. Nearly 7-second gap between him and second. And it's going to be the same story for third position as well. So no time for either drivers to get either first or second. But it's only for that battle for third. Kart 22 and sixth. We're going up the order there. Kart number 61, Ben Johnson, is definitely catching up with that number 22 as they go around the hairpin and into the horseshoe now. Not sure what we're going to see out of these two drivers. 13 seconds left on the clock. This is the penultimate lap as the time ticking down hasn't ticked down to 0 just yet as it goes 1-0, and that will be it. So this next lap, as soon as Philip Howarth goes over the line, will be the final lap of this race. He has been absolutely out in front for ages. A 7-second gap. Ian Branfield with a 7.5-second gap to that third, between second and third. So quite a lot to go through. But let's see, is there any chance for the number 22 or 61 to get ahead of Alfie Williams? And currently at this time, it will be a no. But nevertheless, Philip Howarth is back out in the front. And with all this rain comes a lot of pleasure for himself, as he is currently out in front and will be taking the checker flag very shortly as it goes through the horseshoe, 3 buttons, past Marshall Post 6 into the top bend, as he will now come and take down the checkered flag for Philip Howarth with his over 7-second gap. He won this literally ages ago. And down comes second place. Ian Branfield in second. The gap was 6.39 seconds. And now comes third position, Alfie Williams, with nearly a 9-second gap. So lots of huge gaps between the top 3 drivers for that race. But that will end off the 177 and 177 Masters race. Other note, Joe didn't DNF. He actually made the checkered flag for the first time today. Joe Walmsley, car number 33, he managed to get up into 7th position there. Well done, Joe. He made it. He made it. He made the top 10 and didn't DNF. So next up will be the Formula Blues, and that will be the end of all the heats. So, ladies and gentlemen, out come the Formula Blues for their final heat. And then we'll have lunch. Well, for some of us anyway. So we'll keep on going on through. A little issue down at Billy's with one of the drivers there, unfortunately. Will he be able to keep going? And he does indeed. So, Formula Blues back again. Let's see what sort of race we'll get out of all of these. It has been pretty competitive with all the senior blues, so I'm sure we're going to see something rather good, even though it is raining in true clay pigeon fashion. So here they are at the top corner now. As they come over the line now to start off the Senior Blue Heat 3. Let's see what comes out of this one over the next 8 or so minutes. So, through the S's goes one of the carts. It's very blurred, but it is cart number 4, followed by 1, then 40, then 3. So, cart 4, Michael Bell out in front. He didn't have his transponder on earlier, but nevertheless, he's making up for it by being near the top. Let's keep on going. So, car 4, whoa! Car 40, Ben Joseph, taking the outside line that happened to be very quick for that driver. Look at him go as he goes into the top corner now. Overtaking Michael Bell, who was definitely unexpected of that one. As they come down the main straight, here we go. That was very unsurprising from even myself there. A 48.9 second lap time for himself. And then Michael Bell with a 50.29. Your top 5 as follows. Ben Joseph in cart 40. Michael Bell in cart 4. Anthony Cleal in cart 1. Russell O'Neill in cart 3. And then Robin Stoddart-Stones, cart number 13, out in that 5th position, who's just been overtaken again by Russell O'Neill. So it looks like there's been a few changes in this lap. We'll get the updates on the live stream as it is raining and you want to stay nice and warm in your awnings. We are live on YouTube, so go and check out on the YouTube live stream if you do want to see who is where for this one. So it's Ben Joseph, followed by Michael Bell, followed by Anthony Cleal, Robin Stoddart Stones, then Russell O'Neill, then Sarita Schoen. She was very high up last time. Let's see if she'll be able to get up again. But Ben Joseph does have a bit of a gap between everyone else. He's found some pace that nobody else has had yet, of a 3.51 seconds. As he goes round the horseshoe, everybody enters the horseshoe. Car number 1 at the outside line seems to be quicker. Anthony Cleal managing to get ahead there on that one. But this gap that number 40 of Ben Joseph has is very long indeed. His fastest lap time goes ahead. As we keep on going, keeping the laps rolling on through. Got a little bit of support here from the Czech Republic. Yes, you're hearing right. The Czech Republic are watching too. Petra Quirk, I hope I'm saying your name right. It says go Kieran. Kieran Quirk currently in 8th position, kart number 27. We've been having viewers from all over the place today. We've had from Australia and now the Czech Republic, which is really awesome to see. And it's great to have you all watching along over on YouTube. So great to see you all. It's been brilliant. So let's keep an eye on where Kieran Quirk comes out later on for the Czech Republic viewers out there. So in 2nd position is Anthony Cleal, followed by Michael Bell, then Robert Stoddart Stones, because that man in front, number 40, Ben Joseph, he's on a race on his own, nearly a 7-second gap. But as we go a little bit further back down the grid, the number 2 ahead of that number 29, Sylvian Vessia up there. The number 27, Kieran Quirk, getting ahead of Russell O'Neill there. It looks like the inside line is also a quick position for some of these drivers, getting used to the conditions. But over the line goes Anthony Cleal, then Michael Bell, and a few of the other drivers as well. Over 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. So what can we expect? Ben Joseph is out in front with a 46.84. He is the fastest out there at this current time, and it's definitely been showing that gap, 8.52 seconds. A little bit of undertaken. There it is. We're on a motorway. As we keep on going, a few overtakes made as we go through into the horseshoe. Kart number 13 and 29 is in that list. Kart number 27, Kieran Quirk, is also in that list of drivers battling for that position. He's behind that pack, but he's catching indeed. Anthony Cleal up in ahead. And Michael Bell leading the gap. Kieran Quirk catching up with that pack as well. Sylvian Vessia in kart number 29 making up 2 places from that one. Chris Underhill making a spot up, kart number 82. What can we get for the rest of this race as we keep an eye out on the kart 29, 4 and 2 there. Nearly sneezed. So Ben Joseph out there being very dominant in this race. 46.83 is his fastest lap time with an 11.36 second gap to Anthony Cleal. He is flown away from the rest of the pack, and as such is catching up with the rest of the pack. So Ben Joseph up in 1st position, followed by Anthony Cleal, who will be coming over the line. And now, there we go. That's how long it's taken. That was a whole 12.68 seconds. That's how long that gap is. But second and third are very close together. Michael Bell in 4th position. He's car 4 in 4th. I remember a couple of months ago that was my entertainment for one of the races. Since then it's all changed very much up here in the commentary area. As we keep going round, where is some of the drivers? We're looking at Kieran Quirk as one of them. He's still at the back of the battle for that 4th position, I believe it is. He's catching slowly. He's up in 7th position at the moment. But your top 3 is Ben Joseph, Anthony Cleels, and then Sylvian Vessia in car number 29. So we have 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's have a look where Ben Joseph is. He's taken the outside line on one of the back markers. Your back markers being Ron Shane and Kevin O'Neill, carts 11 and 10. So the last lap board will be out very shortly as he comes down the main straight now. With 7 seconds left on the clock, there's still time for an extra lap. So we're still waiting for Anthony Cleo to take the start finish. 14.07 seconds. I think we can all agree that first position is gone. It is fully gone by now. So we shall keep going and see what we can get over these last few laps that are here for the final heat. As Chris Underhill goes over the line, followed by Paul Alexander, your 11th and 12th positions. Rob Mortimer up into 13th position, kart number 66. But we are on the last lap now. Ben Joseph is really mixed in with all of the back markers now. That is absolutely crazy to see. He's had so much pace today. In fact, he's had 15 seconds extra pace than everybody else. Anthony Cleal in kart 1, he's currently 2nd, and 29 is still there. Kieran Quirk is slowly catching up with all the other drivers out there in 6th, 5th and 4th. So will he be able to battle out and get a position up for his Czech Republic viewers? Kart 11 waving everybody on through. Thank you very much. Ben Joseph, 46.74 was his last lap time. But there you go, checker flag. Just already. We'll have second place come through over the line in 16 seconds time. You know, it won't be long. Here comes over the line Anthony Cleal for 2nd, and then Sylvian Vessia for 3rd position, and then the mix-up for everyone else is 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Kieran Quirk in 7th, and Robin Stoddart Stones getting up a position, managing to get into 5th over the line. So that does it for all of the heats for today. And if you want to catch us in a short while, we'll be still live over on YouTube after the short break that will be happening. Meanwhile, if you do want to watch something and feast your eyes on something, we have a little advert for the prizes for the Rotax Festival, which is very soon actually. So, over on YouTube, Clay Pigeon Kart Club, we'll be playing that very shortly. But that will do it for all the heats. Like I said, the finals will be after this short lunch break. So we'll see you very soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Rotax Festival prizes video that was released quite a while ago, but I thought we'll play it now for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is the end of the lunch break and the start of the finals. We are down to the last few races of today. The rain is absolutely pouring it down now here at the circuit for what will be the wet finals, just like it was a couple of rounds ago. So I'm sure all the drivers are still going to have a lot of fun out there, nevertheless, and I'm sure we're going to still see some exciting races with these finals. So we are starting off with the Honda Cadet finals. So let's see how this all turns out in a short while, as they are just going round for their formation lap right here. Jack West on the YouTube channel says, classic clay weather. You're not wrong. You are definitely not wrong on that one. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as they go past Marshall post number 6 to the top bend. Let's see what this final is going to produce for us. As we stop the music and get going as the Honda Cadet final is underway. Let's see what will occur on this one in the wet classic clay pigeon weather. Through the S as they go now, and down the back straight is car number 18 on the other side of the sausage, but still it's car number 18. That is Freddie Baker out in front at the moment. Right out there, out ahead at the moment. He's very much followed by Cameron Nelson there as well. Who else is with him for that competition? They've had a lot of battles today. Those three drivers at the top. So it all comes down to this one, as there is a solid yellow at Billy's and a yellow at the S's, which stops a lot of the overtaking happening here at the moment, as one of the cadets unfortunately not being able to make it to the end of this race at this time, which is a real shame. But it is Freddie Baker, followed by Cameron Nelson, followed by Jack Price, and then Harrison Whitcomb in cart number 4. Cart number 66 in 4th position. So let's see where all the drivers will turn out for this final. Don't forget, these finals are 10 minutes long, which is different to what it says in the program, obviously to keep time rolling. So 18 followed by 44, right on the back tail of Freddie Baker at the moment. Let's see how this all turns out, as unfortunately one of the cadets out there looks like Eva Morris will be spectating this one, cheering them all along. So a real shame, but hopefully they'll be able to race again next time. Still happy and running to the main centre there, but it's 18, 44, then at 71 and at 66. Freddie, Cameron and Jack have all been having lots of battles today through all three of their heats. So as they come down the main straight, let's see what changes we will get. The number 44, just a bit like last time. It's a little bit like deja vu almost. The number 44 right on the back of Freddie Baker. We shall keep on going. Freddie Baker using that sausage curb a little bit to his advantage to keep himself on the right side of it. But at the moment, it is the battle for first and the battle for third. Jack Price and Harrison Whitcomb both together for their battle, as there is a little gap forming for that first position of Freddie Baker and Cameron Nelson. The number 28 of Ellis Snow, currently chilling in 5th position, has nobody in front of him for a little while and nobody behind him for a little while. So I'm sure he's happy. But that number 44 riding that back bumper of Freddie Baker out there. 46.15 for Freddie Baker for the fastest lap at this current time. Don't forget, this is being live streamed still over on YouTube. So if you do want to see the live timing and some extra bits, make sure to head over there. We're very close to 300 subscribers as well. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That'd be much appreciated by everyone here at the circuit, and especially myself. So as we keep on going through to the top bend, let's see who is where. Will the 44 still be riding that back bumper? And the answer is yes. Freddie Baker still ahead though. Jack Price still in third position. There's a bit of a gap between him and Harrison Whittaker. And like I said earlier, Ellis Snow is just on his own pretty much at the moment. In his own little world, Conrad Barton is the one behind him in kart number 13, currently in 6th position. He has a lot of the pack behind him, mind. So he's not really much of a chill ride for himself. A little bit further back, let's see what drivers are close together. There it is, the battle with kart number 97, I think that looked like. It could be 91, Ethan Griffiths, and then Travis Rose and Sam Green Gomez. As they go on by. A bit of track cam for everyone at home. But that Freddie Baker is still ahead at the moment. I'm sure his granddad, who's over in Australia, is going to be happy. So we keep going. Freddie Baker is still out ahead. Cameron Nelson is the one next to him. Those two drivers have been very close together all day, like I said earlier. So what will we get? Will it be at the line, or will it be throughout this race? There is plenty of time left on the clock with the beautiful clay pigeon weather, also known as rain. 4 minutes and 12 seconds still left on the clock. That third position is getting a bit of a gap now. Harrison Whittaker backing off slightly to that third position. Is he going to stay in fourth, or is he just playing time for now as they go over the line? Freddie followed by Cameron, then Jack Price for your top three drivers. It is all very close at the top. There's hardly any time at all between Freddie and that 44. Cameron Nelson's really playing the slow game and a few of the mind games probably for Freddie. But he's probably going to be keeping his cool out there in front of Freddie Baker at the moment. Number 71, Jack Price in third position. Harrison Whittaker is losing a bit of time to Jack. Hopefully the conditions will improve later on. A little bit of a spin by a couple of drivers down at the hairpin earlier. That track very, very wet and quite slippy for a few of the drivers, especially right at the corner of the kink. By the looks of it, you can see how much water is just static there as it gets lifted by some of the carts. But back to the front, there's a nice puddle just before the horseshoe. I don't think you want to go through that anytime soon. I think that's going to be a wet trip. All of the drivers are avoiding that one as much as possible. I'd hate to be the one to go through that. 2 minutes 19 left on the clock with Freddie Baker still challenging up in front. Also, just having a look at the timing screen, there was a contact warning given to Cameron Nelson. Only just recently by the looks of it. So is this touching going to affect him at some point? But Freddie Baker, they're going a little bit wide coming out of the horseshoe. nearly given a gap for Cameron Nelson to go through on. But we shall see. Here we go, tongue twister. We shall soon see. There we go. What will happen over these next couple of laps? There's still 1 minute and 28 left to go. It is just too close to say at the moment. The gap is just always within 0.10. Oh, just hardly anything, really. A spin there at the hairpin exit there. No yellow flags given out, mind. There we go. Flags out for that incident over there on the hairpin. Wakey, wakey, marshals. As we keep on going on through anyway. At the front, it's still that number 18 out ahead with that number 44 training along. It is just crazy how close these two are. The gap, 0.08. So anything can happen between these next few laps. 28 seconds left. So Freddie Baker just has a couple of laps to hold himself off of that very competitive Cameron Nelson. Track cam available live on the YouTube live stream. You can just see how close these two drivers have been, and it's been like this for the last 9 odd minutes. So here we go. As the last lap board comes out, it's one last hurrah. What will happen with Cameron Nelson and Freddie Baker? Let's find out. We'll keep tabs on this the whole way through. So rounding into the S as they go. Freddie Baker still ahead on this one. Tap in the sausage curve on the exit. Let's see, number 44 right close behind. Freddie Baker going a little bit wide there. Luckily, it hasn't cost him a lot, shutting out a little gap opportunity for that number 44. As they go through, Button is still 18, followed by 44. Into the top bend now. This is it, the last straight. It is a drag run to the end. Who will be in front? Freddie Baker already celebrating. Was that too early? Luckily not. That was a very risky celebration. But luckily, Freddie Baker still gets first position, followed by Cameron Nelson by 0.01. Freddie Baker almost messing up his dominant first position by celebrating too early there. The lap times between the two of them. The best lap time, Freddie Baker, 46.15. Cameron Nelson, a 46.16. That could have changed a lot, but well done to those two drivers for a very competitive race. And of course, unfortunate for Eva Morris breaking down at the start of the race, but I'm sure they'll be back again for some more racing. So that ends the cadets for today, and that was their final. And I must say, it was a very calm final, apart from those two at the front. But oh my god, I really thought Freddie Baker was going to lose it then. Indeed, Jack, it was a close finish. I honestly actually thought that at the end, Freddie Baker celebrating a bit too early, he was going to lose it. 0.01. That's not a lot at all. That is hardly anything at all. So they're just recovering Eva Morris's car. Such a shame that she couldn't make it through to the end. But wow, what a close finish that was to the end. So next up will be the Mini Maxes for their final. Obviously, it's a very short, very, well, small grid. So we shall see what happens in a bit. So the Minimaxes are just about to come out. So here we go. This will be the next final for the Minimaxes. So as one Minimax comes out of the pits. I was confused for a second there, but here we go. The rest of the grid, out they come. Let's see what happens with the Minimax. It's this is the smallest final we have here today. The Minimaxes, 6 of them out there today. Hopefully all 6 of them being able to finish this one. I think that's Benjamin Bartlett out there on his own at the moment. He flew out. He's ready. He's ready to go. As everybody else comes to join them. So this one consists of Benjamin Bartlett, Jonathan Piggott, Hugh Moulton, George Spilsbury, Joshua Withicum, and Daniel Tribe. That is your 6 drivers out for the Minimax final. This is race 23 of 28. Let's see what happens as the Minimax final gets underway shortly as they come down the main straight. And it looks like it is a go. Number 44 getting a very heavy lead at the start of that one. But it's all green and all go. Benjamin Bartlett out in front, followed by the number 61 of Daniel Tribe. Then Jonathan Piggott is in 3rd position. Even though the Minimax grid has been small, there's definitely been a lot of different action happening between some of these drivers. But let's see, will Benjamin Bartlett get out ahead by a country mile on this one? We shall find out. The number 69 there, George Spilsbury. He is the novice, but he's doing well so far today. He has the number 45, Joshua Withicum, right behind him as he goes darting down the inside, overtaking him on the hairpin. But is there a switchback on the 2 drivers? And there is indeed. So that number 69 staying ahead quite well there. Jonathan Piggott, car number 37, into 2nd. Will he be chasing down Benjamin Bartlett very soon? We shall soon find out. These drivers all doing very well today. And hopefully next time we'll see bigger grids for the Minimax. It's definitely the smallest one this year, I'm going to say. So there it is. There's the 6 drivers out there, and we're having a bit of a blast. Not a lot to really commentate on for these guys. The number 45 and 69 having battles with each other. So yeah, come on down the main straight for everybody. So hopefully you've all enjoyed this live stream so far. Please leave any feedback by either messaging us on Facebook or leaving it here in the comments. I'll definitely be reading them out. Time to engulf myself with water. So as the number 44 Benjamin Bartlett goes over the line, we're nearing the halfway mark for this race. All drivers are pretty much evenly spread out. Jonathan Pickett is the only one that's in striking distance of any overtakes, and that is the man in second position for first. So Benjamin Bartlett out there under threat very soon. Jonathan Pickett being very quick out there with a 44.12 in this wet weather. So we'll keep tabs on it as we go on through each lap. Don't forget, if you do want to watch the live timing, it is on the YouTube channel, Pigeon Kart Club, and it is also available to watch as a live stream preview after. So if you've missed out on any action or want to listen to any of the action again, it will be available over there. The link for it is over on the Pigeon Kart Club Facebook page. Go ahead and click on that link and you'll be sent over there. And make sure to say hi to the guys in the chat. Also, feel free to give us a subscription over there. Subscribe for us for free. And also hit that notification bell as well. We're nearly at 300 subscribers today. 298 is what's reported at the moment. So hopefully that will get bigger near the end of the day. But nevertheless, 4 minutes left on the clock. And Jonathan Pickett is definitely charging down to catch up to that number 44. Can you hear that, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, that is rain hitting the top of this. just listen. That is rain hitting us. That is the rain hitting the building. That's how heavy it's got now. That is horrible to know. We've got expensive equipment in here. We've got to transport it. But I hope you've all been enjoying today's racing that's been occurring here today. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to give you some more angles of the track throughout the day instead of having this just one live stream view. We're improving slowly but surely, so it's good to see. And minus the power cut that we had earlier, it's been all good. Touch wood. Don't want to jinx it. So, by the looks of it, there's a driver off over down the back straight there. Unfortunately, I cannot see due to the centre equipment there. Number 51 having a spin as well. This wet weather really coming down on us now here at the circuit. There's only under 2 minutes to go. Unfortunately, I can't see what driver it was who had the issue, and I think it was the number 37. Let's have a look as the rest of the drivers come on through the list. And yeah, unfortunately it was the number 37 that came off there. He was up in second and he was a very fast driver this whole entire race, but it's a shame to see that he spun out and now down at the bottom his fastest lap time of a 44.02. Obviously previous lap time of a 1 minute 11 unfortunately shows the spin. But at the moment, Benjamin Bartlett out in front with a 4-second lead. And Daniel Tribe in second position with a 6-second lead to the guy in a third. So, less than a minute to go. What will we see of those last few laps? Number 45 and 51 are close together. That's Joshua Withcombe and Hugh Moulton. They're the only two drivers that are close together at this time. As you can see on the little graphic on the right side of the timing screen over on the live stream. But 20 seconds, the clock is ticking down from this 10-minute final for the Minimax. Don't forget this will be followed by the Junior Rotax after this one. And it'll bring us down to the countdown of the last few races of today. But as we go through the S's, the number 45 and 51 are close together. Hugh Moulton catching up with Josh Whittaker there. So let's have a spot out for that number 61 and 44. Where's the 44? Going up at the top bend right now as they go down the main straight to take the last lap board for today. The final last lap board for the Minimaxes. Daniel Tribe in second position. It's going to be close between Joshua Whittaker and Hugh Moulton for this last lap extravaganza as we go through the S's now and down the back straight. Those two are very close together. That number 44 going through buttons now as one goes into one corner, another goes into another. But here we go, all eyes on the top. Down coming now to take first place is Benjamin Bartlett from the top. Make it drop. And then the number 61, Daniel Tribe, taking the checker flag for second position and a drag race to the end, 45 and 51. It is Hugh Moulton that takes third position, followed by Joshua Whittaker. Then George Spilsbury in number 69, the novice, getting fifth position. And the unfortunate ride for Jonathan Piggott, who will take sixth position for this race. But he can take away the fastest lap of a 44.02. So, that concludes the Minimax final in this lovely weather that Clay Pigeon produced for these finals. So it is the Junior Rotax that will be out next. So all to the viewers, if you haven't subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, please give us a subscription. It is free. And it also gives us a massive, awesome boost. We're trying to get to 300 subscribers if we can. And also hit that notification bell as well, because we'll be live next month for round 7. With some new graphics as well. Again, we always change up the graphics each month. See if we can get to 300 by the end of the day. So out on circuit now, it's the Junior Rotax for their final. This one could get very competitive as the juniors have been all day. Quite a few drivers that are very familiar. Cameron Crockett actually starting at the front by the looks of it. Leo Purchase, Daniel Sawyer, Braden Hill, they're your first 4 drivers out there. Let's give you a track cam over on YouTube. Somewhat therapeutic, this rain on the roof. So, down they come, speeding past the start-finish. Let's see what happens in this damp Junior Rotax final. Who will be first going through the S's very shortly as they come on through. Who is that squeezing down the inside to get in front? It is the number 88. And I believe that number 88 is the man, a Cameron Crockett, who's out in front. A little bit of a train of bumpy bumps. And who's that sneaking around the outside? Is that a Wild Finn Smith? I believe it is. Number 19, yes. Finn Smith all the way from 8th, just sneaking around the outside of everybody to get up a lot of positions there by the looks of it. So down the main straight, I will give you the order for this one. It goes Cameron Crockett, Daniel Sawyer, Braden Hill, Leo Purchase, Finn Smith, then Emilian Nelson, George Walker, Alfie Davies, then Jack Goring, and to end up the top 10, Joshua Carrod. I think that's the first time I mentioned his name today. So down into the hairpin and dart down the inside of a look there. from Daniel Sawyer on Cameron Crockett there. He's looking for that position and trying to get up into first as quick as he can. The number 35 is right behind him, and so is, by the looks of it, I think that was Finn Smith up there in fourth as well. Well, I'll keep having a look, but I think Finn is making some places up here right now. Here we go, down the main straight it will be. Finn Smith in second? Hang on. Is this Magic Finn? Where's he finding these positions? Where's he finding this grip? So we'll keep on going down the back stream. It's a Team Clay 1-2, really. Cameron Crockett followed by Finn Smith, and then Braden Hill in third position at the moment. Looks like someone's trying to do a Finn Smith on everybody else and does it very beautifully. That was the number 35, Braden Hill. I think he lost a few positions and still gained it back. Going all around the outside. Fastest driver is Finn Smith, though, 43.96. As we go down the main straight, is side by side the two Team Clay karts. As they go down into Billy's now, and around they go. Into the S's, that third position of Braden Hill. Losing a bit of time to the two Clay boys. But as they go down the back straight, what changes are going to be? Finn Smith really looking for some chances. Unfortunately, he made a little of a mess up on that one and a little bit of contact on the guy in third. That was Braden Hill. A late dive that didn't actually go well for him and actually might cause him a bit of a contact for there. That has put Braden Hill down a few spots. But let's see what happens. It is still Cameron Crockett, then Finn Smith. And unfortunately, Braden Hill down quite a lot of spaces there. Down by 5 due to that incident. What a shame, but Daniel Sawyer up into third position. The two Clay boys now together. Cameron Crockett getting a contact warning right at the start of the race as well. I've only just seen that. But I'll keep tabs on what's happening. As we go back to track cam over on the live stream, you'll see the two Team Clay karts. Finn Smith looking for another opportunity to overtake his teammate again. This could end up either good or bad. Leo Purchase up into third position. Daniel Sawyer losing a position there to himself. Will Braden Hill make any positions up from the incident with Finn? We shall see very shortly. Just got a message from Papa John's. It's making me hungry. So we'll continue on, and it is, well, Finn Smith out in front now. He finds gaps. He really does find gaps. So all this excitement, it's not even halfway through the race yet. That is absolutely crazy. That is crazy to see. So in the space of a little of 5 minutes, Finn Smith has just stormed himself into the lead. And he's probably going to leave everyone to dust, really. As he is doing to his teammates. So Finn Smith out ahead, then Cameron Crockett. Then Leo Purchase and Daniel Sawyer. Alfie Davies, then Amelia Nelson. Finn Smith with his best lap time of a 43.0. 43 dead of a lap time. He's done that quite a few times today. Let's see what others action is happening out there on the track. Not a lot of changes to say so far. Most of it has gone very static for these last few laps. But from kart 12 downwards, that battle for fourth with Daniel Sawyer is getting competitive. There's quite a few drivers in that mix ready to go. But unfortunately, those top three are starting to make a ways from that fourth position. So will any other drivers be able to get through? Alfie Davies with the contact warning earlier. But Finn Smith has a 1.8 second gap on his teammate, Cameron Crockett. A lot can happen with 3 minutes 10 left on the clock. Finn Smith already making one mistake today and causing another driver's incident. Braden Hill back down in 8th position at the moment. That battle for fourth looking very, very feisty indeed behind Daniel Sawyer. Alpha Davies looking to gather go, and so is Amelia Nelson. She was very quick earlier today in the wet, but did lose a lot of pace. But let's see if she's got that pace back up again as they go round the hairpin and towards the horseshoe. All of the drivers staying right behind each other and keeping it safe for these next 2 minutes. Alfie Davies getting another contact warning out there. Again, that's 2. He doesn't want to get another one. As that man we're talking about is going into Billy's now. And going through the S's. And down the back straight. Let's see what occurs with this one. Amelia Nelson right behind Alfie Davies. Looking back at the back straight. Donovan Dyer having a little issue there. Losing a bit of power, but managed to get that power back. But at the front, it's just all about Finn Smith. He's just put another fastest lap time out there on the boards of 42.69. The early drivers so far to get into the 42s and way into the 42s. Cameron Crockett nearly making it with a 43.05. Ben Perry up into 14th now, kart number 32. The novice out there, he's still making himself his own out there. So down the inside pushes Amelia Nelson, pushes herself down the inside of Alfie Davies to make up a spot. Managing to keep it under control to get ahead. So now she's up one spot. But that's allowed Daniel Sawyer to get away a little bit. So Amelia Nelson up into 5th position. Alfie Davies into and unfortunately, talking about Amelia Nelson, she has unfortunately gone off into the tyre wall. I was wondering what the yellow flags were for, and unfortunately, she's gone off into the tyre wall just after the start-finish and past the kink. What a shame. She managed to dart down the inside and did really well there. Not sure what occurred there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Not sure if she lost grip or there was a bit of an incident between the two. We shall find out shortly. But unfortunately, that is the end of her race. And hopefully she's okay. But we shall keep going. Finn Smith still out ahead. This is the last lap as well. That's a real shame. Nearly making it to the end. Leah Purchase slowly getting close to that second position, but unfortunately there's not enough time as Finn Smith takes the checkered flag for this race. And then Cameron Crockett, Leo Purchase, that is your top 3. for this race. Daniel Sawyer down a few positions as well, and I wonder what happened there. Braden Hill in 6th position, managing to recover from that incident in the top. We shall see how that goes, but that does end it for the Junior Rotaxes for today. That is their final done and dusted. And what a race that was. Finn Smith managing to make quite a lot of positions out of nowhere. Like I said earlier, Magic Finn, he literally just flew past the grid like it wasn't even wet. But that will end it for the Junior Rotax, and we'll be back shortly with the Senior Rotax. What a shame for Amelia Nelson. She made a good position there. But she's all good. Visually, from what I can see, there's not anything wrong with her car. I might have just jinxed it, but we shall see. You'll see it come over the screen, on the screen very shortly. Yeah, visually everything looks okay with the car. You can hear the rain. Look, listen to this. That rain is coming down hard. So here we go. Another small grid, but a little bit bigger this time. It is the Senior Rotax for their final. Let's see what drivers will get ahead for this one. This could be an epic one, but we shall find out very soon as they are going around for their formation lap. This music couldn't be more fitting. So down the main straight they come to go over the start finish for the start of their final. Let's see what we can get with the Senior Rotax race 25 or 28. Who's out in front? It is the number 26 of Steve Bell. Doing very well out there in front. Unfortunately going a little bit wide, but managing to stick and keep some sort of grip. Unfortunately still going wide again as they go on through, down through to Buttons now. Somehow with all of these wide moves and very close opportunities to overtake, still keeping out ahead. That is the number 26. Then Harrison Collins in second, Jordan Morris in third, Ben Page in fourth, and then Jack Maidman, cart number 37, in fifth. So all action here. A little bit of a few takeovers that have happened here. So out in front now is that number 96, Harrison Collins. Steve Bell making a few wider moves, which looks like has cost him a little bit initially. But let's see how it goes. So they go down the main straight now. As we now go for the listening couple of laps around this one. We'll tune back in a second. So as we start nearing the halfway mark for this race, Harrison Collins still out in front. And also the fastest guy out there at the moment, a 42.95, a gap of 2.83 seconds for himself to that second position of Steve Bell, the number 26. Obviously, all these going wide is allowing a lot of people to go on through, and a little bit of a tap there between Steve Bell and Jordan Morris as Jordan Morris tries to go down the inside line. That number 26 finding that outside line a lot more quicker to everybody else. Obviously, these taps could result into worse things for other drivers, and a bit of anger for some, potentially. But Harrison Collins really improving his lap time a lot, of 42.84, the only driver in the 42s at this current time. Steve Bell in second position, a 43.44, sorry, for his lap time. But he is a 3.43 seconds behind the guy in front. But Jordan Morris and Tom Rotherham are very close to third position. The battle for third, who will be overtaking who, as again, the number 26, finding that outside line initially a little bit better to the inside. So we shall see how it works out for him a bit later on. Obviously, it's allowed the number 56 to, the 96 of Harrison Collins to just slide on through. But that could allow Jordan Morris and Tom Rotherham to go on through as well as Joseph Hockgard. Sorry if I mispronounced your surname there. Very likely it was mispronounced. It's easily done. But the battle for second there is very close between those two drivers. Steve Bell and Jordan Morris Jordan Morris going down the inside line. Will he be able to stick it? Unfortunately not. A lot of rear end taps with Steve Bell. That outside line could cause him trouble later on. But over the line now, 4 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Harrison Collins out in front by a lot now, 40.4 seconds to be precise. Steve Bell in second position. that number 26. He's going to find some outside lines. Jordan Morris still trying to get ahead of him with these outside lines. Let's see what happens again. Both of them sticking down the inside this time. Jordan Morris a little bit more down the inside. Will he try it again? Squeezing himself to try on the horseshoe. Unfortunately, it's not worked out. And as such, Steve Bell somehow still ahead. So over the line, just a little blip there, was Harrison Collins for those watching online. But there's the other 4 drivers that are all battling for that second position going past your screen. Dan Burt down in 7th position, and Ben Page up into 8th position from last on the grid. He did start from 9th in one of his heats earlier today, and managing to get up into the top 3. Let's see if he'll be able to recreate his performance with the last 3 minutes to go. Obviously, it looks like he's struggling in the wet conditions at this current time. But let's keep an eye out on that second position. It looks like someone else is trying to get up ahead. Jordan Morris losing a bit of time. That looks like Tom Rotherham, who's managed to get ahead. Let's see who is where. And it is true, Tom Rotherham is ahead. Jordan Morris is in 4th position, and Joseph Hockgard in kart number 34 in 5th. And unfortunately, from 5th to 6th is over 3 seconds. So it's all the battle for second position. Losing track of positions. Steve Bell managing to keep his work on the outside line. Okay, he's using the inside now a lot more. I'm not sure if he's learned that the going out wide is risking a few places. But as they go down the start-finish, well, when I say Harrison Collins goes down the start-finish, he's got a 6-second gap between him and Steve Bell as they keep going on down through the line. Steve Bell still ahead. Will Tom Rotherham try and get another look at overtaking? And, okay. Jack Maidman not being able to make the corner, so takes a scenic route over the grass. Cutting the grass for the clay pigeon staff for us. Thank you. Thank you a lot. So that second position, Tom Rotherham is wanting to get ahead of Steve Bell, but Steve Bell defending really hard, defending that much, that gap for Harrison Collins, extending even further as he just goes over the line. And here comes second and third position. So Steve Bell, 7.91 seconds behind the first position. All this defending is costing him a shot at first. So he's going to make sure he keeps that second position for now. As they go down the back straight, the number 42 has backed off a little bit slightly. This rain is really coming down now on the circuit. But it's definitely not dampening anyone's mood as we keep on going. These drivers happily flying on through. 44 seconds left on the clock, which means this could potentially be the penultimate lap, not the last lap, the penultimate lap of this race. But down the main straight, it is that Steve Bell. As they go through the Billies. And towards the S's, what will occur on these final closing stages? 19 seconds still left on the clock. Will Harrison Collins still make an extra lap for this race, or will it be the end at this one? And let's have a look down back at the horseshoe there. It looks like Tom Rotherham has got ahead of Steve Bell. And that does look like the case at this time. So the clock has gone all the way down. So Harrison Collins takes the last lap board for now. And we keep on going. That is true. It is number 42, Tom Rotherham, ahead of Steve Bell. It took a few laps to go through. Will Jordan Morris try again? Ben Page making a place up as well today. Started up at 9th, and like I said, he's now up into 6th. And Jack Maidman still failing to try and keep on the track, taking almost a similar path to what he did last time. But that battle with Steve Bell and Jordan Morris is very hard between the two. But checkered flag. Here we go. Harrison Collins takes the checkered flag and wins the senior Rotax final with the song playing at the moment on the live stream. Perfect to the checkered flag. And the number 42, Tom Rotherham in second. Steve Bell in third, followed by a very close Jordan Morris and Joseph Hotgard, followed by Ben Page, managing to make 4 positions up from last position. Emily Vincent in 7th, Dan Burt in 8th, and Jack Maidman in 9th position. So that ends off the senior Rotax for today. Again, Harrison Collins. Final gap between him and Tom Rotherham was 8.37 seconds. So it was ages between the two of them. It needed like another like 10 minutes and a big mess up by them to even have any sort of change. So as they go on in the senior Rotax for race 25 or 28, we go to the 26th race for the junior Blues now. Let's see what can occur with this race. They'll be out very shortly. That music couldn't have actually dropped at any perfect time. As soon as he crossed the line, that was it. Hope you're all doing well over on the live stream. It's good to have you all here. Giving me a bit of company and a bit of a chat with everybody. At least you're like me and you're in the dry out of this rain. But at least I can relate to Australia being cold. I can do that indeed. We've had viewers from different places in the world today. We've had the Czech Republic. That was a surprise one. And Australia for... Oh, I've actually forgot the driver's name. That's bad. Oh no. It's actually gone. Cadet. Oh, I'll see it. There it is. Freddie Baker. Freddie Baker's granddad in Australia. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the Junior Blues. Coming down the main straight. Is it a go, go, go? Look at them slowly on flying through. It is a go, but all of them... Oh. Oh no, false started. There we go. Finally updating on the screen there for myself. So here we go as we redo the start of the Junior Blues. As they come to the top corner now. What we expect from this one? As we go. Green for the Junior Blues. Around they go. Very slowly through Billy's. So a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers. I can count. And that is Kart 20, Sam Mitchell up ahead. Of the pack. They're all going quite slowly around the track so far. There's another overtake out the back for 4th. That looks like Reese Reed and Maddie Stadden. We'll go back to the track cam for those watching at home. In the dry. Over the line they cut. Let's give you the lap times for all of you. So fastest lap time out there is a 55.9 by Maddie Stadden. Up into 2nd position. So let's see what they can produce later on down the line in this race. So as we get to the halfway point for the Junior Blue final, there's been a lot of competition between Mitchell Carpenter and Maddie Stadden out there. Both of them, both together, pretty much all the laps, and it's been pretty much deja vu for a couple of the laps. But at the moment, Mitchell Carpenter out in front, Maddie Stadden in second position at the moment. Michael Carpenter with the fastest lap at the moment of a 52.96, so it is slow compared to everybody else, but still, it is very competitive between the two of them. 29 and 20 are both having their battle as well for third position. I have to interrupt myself though, because I can hear revving in the pit lane. Not in the pit lane, in the pits. So at the moment, Mitchell Carpenter out in front with a 51.59. So into the 51s he goes. Maddie Stadden in second at the moment. So back to the commentary after that little interruption there. Mitchell Carpenter still out ahead. 51.51 is his lap time. With Maddie Stadden slowly falling behind. And then Reese Reed in kart number 29 in third position for this one at the moment. Sam Mitchell in kart 20. He's in fourth position. And then Jamie Dart in kart 63. In fifth position for that one. Had a little spin there from the front leader there. I've just looked at the left side of my eye. Mitchell Carpenter looks like he's spun going into Billy's, which means Maddie Stadden now takes the lead of this race. Number 61 almost having a little incident of her own out there coming out of the S's. A lot of big puddles are causing trouble for her then. So coming out of the S's, nearly losing it and losing first place herself. As they go round the horseshoe and into buttons now. And up into the top bend to bring her over for the last 2 minutes to go. So here he is on the live timing on the YouTube stream. Maddie Stadden followed by Reese Reed, Sam Mitchell, Mitchell Carpenter. And then a lot further back, unfortunately, is Jamie Dart in kart number 63. As he goes over the line just there. Mitchell Carpenter now down into fourth position, but still has the fastest lap time of a 51.51. So at the few closing stages, the Junior Blues, a very small grid, but a lot of action that's been happening that hasn't been commentated. But nevertheless, still some great action to be seen with the Junior Blues. Hopefully the grids will get bigger soon. And hopefully some of the other grids from today will also get bigger next month for round 7. Also next month, Don't forget, some big race meetings happening here. So if we look ourselves over near the top bend now, the 4 drivers all together very close as we go for 16 seconds left on the clock. So it's only a few laps to go in this race. So we shall see which driver will be winning this one. Maddie Stadden is out in front and winning this one at the moment. Sam Mitchell in second position and Reese Reed followed by Michael Carpenter. Let's see if there's been any changes as they go through the S's. 61 followed by 20. And it looks like the number 20 looking to go down the inside there of Maddie in kart 61. As you'll be able to see on the live stream at home, you'll be able to see how close these drivers are together at this current time. So here we go to take the last lap board. It's a little drag run, but the number 61 is still ahead at this time. Sam Mitchell in second, and a little switch between Michael Carpenter and Reese Reed to switch up third for now. Obviously, that is all to change for very shortly, as the number 61 still defending that position for first. Sam Mitchell looking to get into first for the end of this race. We'll go around the hairpin. Maddie going a bit wide, but still sticking it out in front. A bit twitchy. And a little bit wide. All the drivers go a little bit wide there. Into 3 buttons now. Let's see what driver gets ahead. And let's say Sam Mitchell looked like he was going to try that. And what's happened here? What driver was off there and taking the checker flag, though, will be the number 20. So Maddie Stadden losing it on the final corner. Did she spin or was there contact? Who knows? There's been a lot of spins from her today, so we're not sure on that one. But there it is, the top, well, all 5 drivers here now. Sam Mitchell followed by Mitchell Carpenter, Reese Reed, Maddie Stadden in a 4th, and then Jamie Dart, who's just coming over the line now to take 5th position. So that is all from the Junior Blues. We're now down to our final 2 races of the day. There's the 177 and 177 Masters out next. Where will Joe place? So here we go. The 177 and 177 Masters final is out now. Like I just said a second ago, where will Joe place? Where will he place? I have no idea where he's going to go today, but out in front for the formation, I believe. It looks like the top 2 will be Philip Howarth and Ian Branfield taking out the top for the formation lap. So we'll see how it goes. So get yourselves ready, as it will be very soon. Only a few corners till their final begins. You can hear them going round and see them on the screen. So there they are at the top bend to come on down the main straight to bring you the 177/177 Masters. Over the line they come, and here we go. So, what are we going to expect? A little wobble there from one of the drivers at the start, nearly causing a bit of an incident there. But luckily he managed to keep it under control. It looked like that was the number 11. Yes, it was indeed. Philip Howarth nearly caused an incident there, but luckily keeping his car under control and still managing to do it as he darts down the inside at the hairpin. And unfortunately still... Will he keep it in front? No, he's back down into second. He's looking for every opportunity already on the starting lap. And you know why, because he can definitely get away very quickly. Once you give him a little gap, he's gone. So let's keep on going. Let's see what we get as they go into Billy's now. Joe Walmsley up into 8th position at the moment. You can see him out there. He's got yellow rims. It's gone for fluorescent. So you can see him at any time. Ian Branfield with the fastest lap at the moment of 43.9. And then Philip Howarth with a 44.02 as his lap time. So Philip Howarth not as quick at the moment. But it looks like the top two drivers are making it away as quick as they can. As they go down the main straight to take over for the next lap. 8 minutes 32 left on the clock. As we start jamming it out for this one. And that was a beautiful dart down the inside by the driver who's currently in 4th position now. That is the number 26. That is Derek Hunt. He made a beautiful move down the inside, darting past one of the drivers very unexpectedly. That is Ian Branfield out in front, followed by Philip Howarth. Ian in the number 46, having the best lap time at the moment of a 42.87. Derek Hunt out ahead in 4th position, followed by Alfie Williams in 5th. Julian Howard saying, "Come on, Joe, strap 5, it's hammer time." That's two people rooting on Joe as he goes down the inside of the number 67. He's up into 6th. What a move there by Joe. He's doing quite well these last few races as he goes down the main straight. He's put on strap 5. Thanks for that, Julian Howell. Strap 5 indeed. Max Marston saying, "Come on, Cameron." Cameron Marston currently in 9th position at the moment. He is the novice, but he's done very well today. And so has the other novice, Alex Heron, is making up some few places himself. All a learning curve, but let's still keep going. But at the moment, it's still Ian Branfield out in front with Philip Howarth right behind him with a 42.66 as the fastest lap time. As Ian and Philip both go over the line right now. The gap between him and Ben Johnson is a 6.13 second gap. And Joe still up in 6th position. Let's see where he gets to later on down the line. We always keep tabs on Joe where he is on these races. No matter of a doubt he will be named. Probably not shamed. Definitely not shamed. But we keep going. Joe's catching up with 5th position Alfie Williams. Is he feeling all right? A little bit behind him is a battle between Reese and Eitron. Kart 67-22. Both of them having a little battle to gain positions. Meanwhile, there is a battle for 3rd position. Ben Johnson and Derek Hunt. And Joe actually being in a battle himself with Alfie Williams He's a little bit further behind, but I'm sure he'll be able to catch up in these next few laps. We're nearing the halfway point for this race. So there's still a lot to be played for all of these drivers. Ian Branfield is still out in front at the moment. Philip Howarth not being able to get anywhere close to make any positions up. The number 33 of Joe now catching up. Oh, this is fun. Joe catching up Alfie Williams in the number 96. So we're now doing 2 battles, all nearly side by side there, for a little bit up ahead with Derek Hunt and Alfie Williams on their battle. But as we go ahead, Alfie Williams followed by Joe. And side by side goes 2 of the drivers to go ahead a little bit there. That is the battle of the 26 and 51. 61 of Ben Johnson and Derek Hunt. Those 2 together. Joe looking to go down the inside of Alfie Williams. Unfortunately doesn't stick it. So he will surely will be trying again shortly. Will we see Joe up in the top 5? God, this is exciting. Ian Brownfield followed by Philip Howarth. And then it will be, looks like, Ben Johnson then Derek Hunt? Question mark? Wrong. It's Derek Hunt then Ben Johnson. That means for your top 4, Alfie Williams and Joe Walmsley in the car number 33. 6. We got some exciting racing from Joe. So keeping tabs on the racing of Joe Walmsley. Let's see where he will come across going through buttons. He's catching and losing spots at every point, but I'm sure he's going to try and make some moves. Down the main straight now. Let's see what it goes. Is Joe putting down hammer time? Let's see as he goes on over into Billy's now, catching very shortly now, as you can see on the timing screens. Over on YouTube. As we go down the back straight, the number 33 is catching the number 96, and he looks for a really brave dart down the inside, round on the hairpin. Joe, is he going to stick ahead? Unfortunately not. When he make another stick back, another move on him, on the switchback, unfortunately not. Wow, that was exciting. Joe making a lot of chances on himself. Unfortunately not being able to stick them through. Meanwhile, back at the front, Ian Branfield with a fast lap time of 42.36. There goes over the line, Alfie Williams and Joe Walmsley. Are we witnessing Joe? Is Joe going to get up into 5th? He's really being competitive today, which is brilliant to see. In these wet conditions, he's going round the outside, taking a wider line to try and get more grip. And it's somewhat working as he looks to go down the inside, closed off by the number 96. As we go to truck cam over on the YouTube live stream, down they come. You'll see the 4th car coming through will be Joe. But 1:50 to go on this race. So 1:24, Ian Branfield and Philip Howarth both overtaken the back marker at number 67. And a little bit further down, Cameron Marston's up in 8th position. Max Marston saying, defend Simon. Cameron, defend Simon. Let's see where they are. Simon Gover is quite a little bit away. It's nearly a second. So Cameron Marston still holding himself on his own out there. Meanwhile, back for the battle of Joe and Alfie. The Alfie-Joe adventure. I don't know why I said that. Alfie and Joe both having their battle. Joe trying to look down the inside of buttons, but unfortunately he doesn't like to continue through on that one. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. Will Joe be able to get up a position? Cameron Marston still defending off Simon Gover really well. As we look up down the main straight now they come. There is still a bit of a gap, so Cameron's still ahead at quite a bit. 5 seconds left on the clock. Watching them quick boys at the front, allowing an extra lap. So is Joe going to be able to get ahead of Alfie Williams? He does have Reese in kart number 22 really close behind. This could get interesting as we are on the penultimate lap. Trying to look for where our top markers are at this current time. Where are they? There they are. I lied. There they are. Over the line now. Ian Branfield to take the last lap board. Let's see what can be produced. Philip Howarth looks like he's going to be staying in second position for now. Derek Hunt coming over the line very shortly for third position for the last lap. This is how big that gap is. It's over 15 seconds. That is crazy. 16.59 now between second and third. That is crazy. Joe still chilling in sixth position. I think he's settled for this one quite nicely now. So that'll be two sixth position finishes for Joe for this race. These races today. So there it is, over the line goes Ian Branfield, followed by Philip Howarth for your first and second positions. We will get the next driver through shortly. Taking the checker flag next will be that number 67, the back marker. A lap down, but taking the checker flag before Derek Hunt, then Ben Johnson and Alfie Williams, then Joe Walmsley, finishing 2 of his 4 races today. Joe came 6th twice. It's great to see. Then next over the line will be the number, that's the number 64, Cameron Marston, then Simon Gover, then Alex Heron and Ian Hardy for your finishing few. So that will be it for the 177 and 177 Masters. As we now will be heading over to our final of the day. Yeah, the final. Yeah, it's the Formula Blues that will be out next for their final very shortly. Let's see how this goes next. I think Joe actually put strap 5. Joe was on another level. That was not a Joe we've seen yet. That is the most competitive Joe has been today. It's great to see. So it won't be long till the next, the final race of the day, the Formula Blues, just before dinner time, really. Finishing nice and early for the finals of the Euro 2020. Who's going to be watching that later? I sure will be. We could come back next month and cry. Or smile. Who knows? So here we go, the Formula Blues ending out the day for the 28th race of the day. Let's see what happens in this final. It'll be starting very shortly. A few corners to go before we start the end. Yeah, start the end of the final. Yeah, start the end of the finals. There we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the finals of the finals. It is time. The Formula Blues, down they come to begin what is the final of the day. It is the Formula Blues. I don't know, is that really the Senior Blues? For their final of the day. Let's see who will get where for this one. So out in front at the moment, it is Kart 1, followed by 3, then 0, then 4, then 66. Michael Bell in 4th position in his kart, which is number 4. Which is really great to see. So a lot of overtakes already being made at the front of the pack. Kart 4 now up into 3rd position, number 66. A little bit ahead. Dave Watts not finding this wet weather very great for himself. He's lost quite a few positions a couple of times today. So we shall see what happens. But it is Kart 1, Anthony Cleal in 1st, followed by Russell O'Neill. Then it'll be Michael Bell, Rob Mortimer, Dave Watts, Kieran Quirk in Kart 27 in 6th, Ben Joseph, then Robin Stoddart Stones, David Waldron, and then Paul Alexander in Kart 6 in 10th position there. Chris Underhill nearly making the top 10 at the moment, but let's see. We've still got plenty of time left in this final. As we see a lot of the other drivers leaving the venue, we still got plenty of stuff happening here. We shall see you next month for those who are already leaving, but nevertheless, 48.6 is the fastest lap time currently, and he's storming past me right now. There it is, a 47.8 to be corrected. Ben Joseph making up a spot. Dave Watts losing again another 3 positions. So this wet weather not really handling well for himself. I'm sure he'll try and improve that for next month when he comes. Or if. You never know. There we go, 3 wide coming out of the hairpin then. That was crazy. Kart 4, 40 and 66. That 40 of Ben Joseph, he's got a lot of pace out there right now. A lot of pace. And a spin there from one of the other drivers. Looks like, is that kart number 6? Let's have a look. Yeah, it was kart number 6. Unfortunately, Paul Alexander not having a great drive here at the moment. Dave Watts still in 8th position. Chris Underhill making it into the top 10. He's in 9th. He's been in the top 10 for quite a few laps, actually. Ron Schoen in 15th at this time. And kart number 2, very slow. What's happened there? Sarita Schoen. A bit of an incident with Sarita Schoen, but managed to get it going. A lap time of 2 minutes 53. Managing to get it going again. Anthony Cleal still out in front though with the fastest lap time of this final. 47.74. Never mind, Ben Joseph just taken it. 46.87. Ben Joseph has been very fast here. Quite a lot today. So I wonder if that will continue as we go along the rest of this final. And I've just been informed that Sarita Soon's had some issues starting on the grid. So it's nice for her to join in at this race. It's great to see. And it's like a little bit of a cart has fallen off at the back, on the back straight there. Someone's chain guard might be, as two drivers goes around the outside of it. Ben Joseph now back up into the top slots, car 40 in second position, doing a 46.82 as the fastest lap time. So he's going to be going down quickly for Anthony Cleal, catching up as quickly as he can as we're nearing the halfway mark very shortly. Mike Watts down in 14th position with Ron Schoen behind. Kevin O'Neill is down in 17th with Paul Alexander overtaking him on that lap. Car number 6 in 16th position, making a few spots for himself. But it's all eyes at the front with that prying Ben Joseph speeding on closer to Anthony Cleal. Again, improving his lap time of a 46.45. Russell O'Neill behind, making up that 2-second gap. That delta is closing quickly. Dave Watts just making it into the top 10, kart 0. Chris Underhill up into 8th position, kart number 82, making it up the spots a little bit. For some reason the video that you're seeing on the live stream is a bit overexposed for some reason. Oh dear. Okay, manually change it. So as we keep on going round, Anthony Cleal still out in front, but that gap is closing between him and the number 40 of Ben Joseph. Let's see what happens. Chris Underhill making a few more spaces. Sylvian Vestia also making a few spots. It looks like Kieran Quirk and Robin Stoddart Stars have had an issue. And unfortunately, Tom Parker, number 63, with a mechanical flag out there. Up in 11th position. Unfortunately, will have to end this race due to a mechanical issue with his car. It could be a possibility with that missing, that little missing chain guard. That's the word I was looking for. I was really struggling there. A couple of drivers not making it to the end at the moment. But the number 10 out there, one of the back markers by the look of it, getting in the way of two drivers, which has allowed that number 40 of Ben Joseph to get ahead. So it's going to now be, due to that hiccup, Ben Joseph followed by Anthony Cleal, then Russell O'Neill at the moment. Tom Parker is in the pits. So it's 3 drivers so far that will not be making the end of this race by the looks of it. We keep going around. Chris Underhill up into 7th position at the moment. Michael Bell in 5th at the moment. So coming over the line now is Ben Joseph and Anthony Cleal. They are ahead by quite a bit. The gap between Anthony Cleal and Russell O'Neill is going to increase to 6.25 seconds. And then to Rob Mortimer is again another 6, I believe. No, a 5.43. So Rob Mortimer finding some pace out there. So with just over a minute and a half left on the clock, we're closing into the final stages of this final. what are we going to see very soon? Ben Joseph and Anthony Cleal close together now, a gap of 1 second, but it's still close between the two drivers. And it looked like Anthony Cleal got a little bit held up there by the number 6. Rob Mortimer heading into the pits just popped up on my screen there. I wonder what troubles he had there. Which is a shame. He was quite up the grid of it, but that puts Chris Underhill up a spot. Sarita Schoen going up the grid order a little bit now as she's making up some spots from her late arrival to the race. But it's still good to see that she's managed to make it out onto track. But yeah, top 3 as follows. Ben Joseph, Anthony Cleal, Russell O'Neill. 15 seconds left on the clock. I believe the next time they go round, it's going to be the last lap, which will be the last lap of this race meeting. The Clay Pigeon Kart Club Championships, round 6. So let's find out where this kart 40 is. At the top bend now and down the main straight over the start finish. It's the last lap now, ladies and gentlemen. The last lap of the final. What are we going to get? Ben Joseph has really had some pace out there this whole entire race, so it's been great to see that pace being put to absolute speed. Anthony Cleal trying to cling on to keep with him, but unfortunately hasn't done enough to keep with him. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the final is upon us, and the winner of the Senior Blues final, it is Ben Joseph, followed by Anthony Cleal, and then in third position it will be Russell O'Neill, as they will slowly come through the grid as more of the middle of the pack come through. But there it is, Russell O'Neill to take third position. So that will do. That is the end of the Clay Pigeon Kart Club Championships round 6. What a day it has been. It's been dry, it's been wet, dry, wet, and then absolutely storming it down. A mixed variety of weathers and a lot of different types of racing styles out there today, and it's been a heck of a ride. The Cadets again producing some brilliant races, and of course so has everybody else. But there it is, as everything gets, well, as all these cars get into the pits, it ends it up. So as always, a big thank you to all of the officials, the marshals. It has been an absolute ride, and what a smooth running it has been, even with a couple of hiccups with the power issues earlier today. But well done to everybody, and thank you to everybody who's been watching at home and keeping me entertained up here. So we'll see you next time, when we will be back for round 7. But also, don't forget, we got something else coming soon. We shall see you all soon.